When we picture California's forests, we often conjure a postcard image, towering ancient trees standing silent sentinel in a dense green wilderness. It's a vision of permanence, of an ecosystem untouched by time. This majestic image is part of California's identity, drawing millions to wander among giants and marvel at nature's grandeur. But beneath this familiar surface lies a reality that is far more complex, dynamic, and often counterintuitive. Decades of fire suppression, the arrival of invasive species, and a changing climate have profoundly altered these landscapes, creating ecosystems that are often dangerously out of balance. What we perceive as a healthy, thick forest might actually be a sign of an ecosystem in crisis. Forest ecosystems are vibrant, ever-changing environments shaped by a variety of natural disturbances, such as fires, storms, and insect outbreaks. These events, far from being purely destructive, play a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity and fostering new growth. True forest health is defined not by static perfection, but by the dynamic processes that allow species to adapt and ecosystems to evolve. The common myth that forests should remain untouched and unchanging can lead to management practices that inadvertently harm these natural cycles. By suppressing disturbances or favoring uniformity, we risk reducing habitat diversity and resilience. Embracing the complexity of forest ecosystems means recognizing the value of change and the intricate relationships among plants, animals, and their environment. Understanding these realities is essential for making informed decisions that support long-term ecological balance. The dense, packed-in forests common in the Sierra Nevada today are not a historical norm. Before Euro-American management, these forests were characterized by low-density stands of large, old trees. A typical mixed conifer forest would have had approximately 50 to 80 trees per acre, with a relatively open understory. Due to decades of excluding fire from the landscape, a policy intended to protect the forests, conditions have radically changed. Many current forest areas now have tree densities that are 3 to 10 times what they were 100 years ago. This dramatic increase in density has also caused a shift in species. Historically, these forests were dominated by sun-loving pines and black oaks that can survive low-intensity fires. With fire suppressed, they have been crowded out by more shade-tolerant but fire-intolerant species like firs and cedars, which are typically killed by fire but can thrive in the shade of other trees. This is a critical realization. Our modern perception of a healthy, dense forest is often the hallmark of an ecosystem that is dangerously out of balance. These overgrown stands are primed for the very thing we sought to prevent: severe, catastrophic wildfire. The conventional wisdom that saving every tree is good for the forest is a dangerous misconception. The unnaturally high tree densities found in many of California's forests create intense competition for resources, especially water. During periods of drought, this competition severely stresses the trees, making them vulnerable to other threats. Native bark beetles, a natural part of the ecosystem, typically target already stressed or dying trees. But when vast numbers of trees become weakened, beetle populations can explode. This is precisely what led to the large-scale tree mortality observed in the southern Sierra Nevada from 2014 to 2010. It wasn't just one factor. It was a perfect storm of 5 concurrent circumstances: a historic drought, nearly a century of fire exclusion that created dense stands, hotter recent conditions, a lack of forest management to reduce density, and historic logging practices that removed the large, disturbance-resistant trees. The primary triggers were not the beetles themselves, but the conditions that allowed them to thrive. The 2 most likely reasons today for a tree to become stressed and susceptible to bark beetle attack are drought and high stand densities that stress trees as a result of competition for water. This presents a paradox. The well-intentioned policy of suppressing all fires to save trees inadvertently created the perfect conditions for a different kind of widespread die-off. By preventing smaller cleansing fires, we set the stage for mass mortality from drought and insects. Designated wilderness areas are often perceived as places where nature should be left completely alone. However, in an era of climate-driven megafires, a purely hands-off approach may fail to preserve the very character of the wilderness we aim to protect. A stark example is the San Gorgonio Wilderness, which was severely burned by the 2015 Lake Fire and the 2020 Appleble Fire. After the 2015 fire, a sobering statistic transformed the problem from theory to reality. Post-fire regeneration surveys revealed no seedling recruitment 8 years following the lake fire. In large, high-severity burn patches where natural seed sources are eliminated, conifer forests may fail to regenerate, leading the landscape to reset to shrub-dominated vegetation communities indefinitely. This presents a conflict with the Wilderness Act, which generally prohibits trammeling, manipulating the environment, but also mandates the preservation of the area's natural character. To resolve this, managers can use a Minimum Requirements Analysis Framework, MRAF, to argue that an action like reforestation is necessary to protect the wilderness's natural character, in this case, its forested state. This complex reality challenges our simplistic views of wilderness and may require carefully considered intervention, even in our most protected lands. The truths we've explored reveal a system under immense pressure, where our vision of a healthy forest is often a dangerously overgrown tinderbox. Our instinct to save every tree inadvertently fuels insect plagues, and our own actions, like moving firewood, can unleash invasive killers upon ancient oaks. Even our most iconic trees hold genetic secrets that challenge their origins, while our most sacred, untouched wildernesses may now require our intervention to survive. Understanding these realities is the first step toward becoming more effective caretakers. As we face a future of unprecedented change, how do we redefine our role from passive admirers to active, thoughtful stewards of these vital landscapes? For more information, go to sequoiasentinels.com.